Hello again. Haven't done a video in a bit, but once again, as I finish projects, I tend to put up these little videos. This is the latest knife I just finished. Once again, this is a present for a friend of mine. I've been working on this one for a little bit. This is probably what would best be considered overkill. He was looking for a kitchen paring knife. And I told him, I said, all right, I'll come up with something for you. And I had a few materials left that I figured I could use to make something nice. So this is what I came up with. As you can see, this is an unusual one. Right now we don't have the SI off it, but we've got here is kind of a hybrid Asian European design. I did it as a paring knife, although the blade profile is almost similar to a large kitchen knife in some respects. It is a double beveled, so that part is the more European aspect of it. But I did this one out of waterfall, out of Raindrop Damascus. Then the ferrule here is done out of a material called Truestone, which is I believe it's a turquoise and resin composite or some type of bluestone. I'm not exactly sure. Did a spacer here out of ebony. Then we've got amboyna burl that stabilizes part of the handle. Buffalo horn on the back, and then it's capped off in the very end with abalone. Got that all polished out. We've got a little bit of a nickel silver divider here. You know, as usual, we took this thing up to just a ridiculous edge. I have a little difficulty filming here, so I'm not going to do one of those gratuitous cut tests, but this one has a rather insane edge. You can shave with it if you choose. As best I can tell, it came up about 68 Rockwell, so it's a relatively hard blade, harder certainly than stainless. My understanding is just 15N20 and 1084 combination. Then the little saya we did for this one, I had a little bit of waterfall bubinga left. I've been running out of this stuff. It is so ridiculously hard to get, especially figured the way this one is. The piece I had was particularly good. It was considered 5A, I believe. Put a little bit of buffalo horn there on the end just to cap things off, as well as a little abalone accents and whatnot. And then you have stabilized blue burl in the middle there, basically as a separator between the two pieces. This will keep the whole thing protected. So I guess, yeah, this is what you definitely consider overkill. I have serious doubts as to whether he's going to actually use this as a kitchen knife. That's kind of what it was intended for. This one might end up going on display, which is kind of a shame because I like people to use them. But, you know, I'm not a professional knife maker. This is really a hobby for me. I only have a very, very small forge. I don't have a power hammer or anything like that. So, you know, what I can do is somewhat limited, you know, as far as forging. This one was heat treated and everything myself. I did not forge the Raindrop Damascus. That was purchased online. I can't even remember whether I got it from Alabama Damascus or one of the other companies. But it was a really nice piece of steel. I've had it sitting around for a couple of years. I picked it up at the Blade Show a few years ago in Atlanta, and I just figured I had it and I'd use it up. This thing's ground down to about a 16.5 degree bevel, so it's a relatively fine edge. It was polished up to 8,000 using a combination of diamond and water stones, and then finished it off with just some green compound on a belt, on a 1x30 belt. So I'm really happy with the way this thing came out. I don't know what it would sell for if I was actually going to sell it. If I had to venture, I guess probably about $1,000, something like that. In total, I have about probably about 25 to 30 hours into it, so it took a little while to make. I don't work as fast as some folks. Don't have the experience to work certain things as fast as some folks, but I think the end result is very, very good. The fit and finish came out really fantastic. I'm super happy with it. I kind of keep eyeballing it, looking for flaws or anything like that I'm unhappy with, and frankly, I really haven't found any. I might make some design changes next time on something like this, but for the moment, this is what I came up with. The next project is going to be a very large chef's knife that's going to go for a charity auction. That one, I picked up a really beautiful piece of kumai, the copper sand, Damascus. That I got that one from Williams Engineering. That's on the way to me here. It's like it'll be a pretty spectacular piece once I get it in hand. I'll definitely show it to everybody. But hope you enjoyed taking a look at this one. Said had a lot of fun making it, and you know, it's definitely it's eye candy. So hopefully it'll go to good use, and my friend Chaz will enjoy it, and that's it. If you have any questions, anything about the fabrication, concerns, comments, feel free to leave them, and I'll address them as soon as I can. Thanks a lot. Take care.